This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's a celebration of music. We'll take you to the party with our Janine Lassant next. Happy Friday, friends. May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. It's also International Firefighters Day. What a great day to be alive, and thanks for spending part of it with us. I'm Ken Carrot, and you're watching us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision, Channel 513, and in SD on Channel 13. Subscribe to SSPTV's YouTube channel to get caught up on all your favorite local shows this weekend. And now here's your Friday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A portion of Main Street in Beaver Meadows is closed today because of an early morning crash. Beaver Meadows Fire Chief Jeff Moyer tells our media partner, the Standard Speaker, that a car struck a pole at Broad and Hickory Streets near the post office around 4 this morning. Minutes later, a tractor trailer got tangled in low-hanging wires and pulled them down. These are photos of the scene sent to SSPTV News. The detour is expected to be in effect until 9 p.m. State police are investigating. A Shenandoah man is headed to court. A preliminary hearing was held yesterday for 25-year-old Felix Furman Bermejo, who he's charged with attempted homicide in connection with a stabbing in Frackville earlier this year. And tonight we begin a brand new feature on SSPTV News. It focuses on the 25th anniversary of a popular radio music show. Here's our Janine Lassant.
We love being here at Mohegan Sun Pocono, and we love being with the river. As you know, they are now into our neck of the woods, so to speak, in Lower Luzerne County, and I'm happy to be here each and every month with Alan Stout. He is the host of the radio version of Music on the Menu. And Alan, this is your 25th year of doing this.
It is. I started in the fall of '92, and '93 was really the first year that I did it all year. And I was hired full-time by the Times Leader in the spring of '93. 25 years ago.
And here you are. So every week, you know, we figured let's do a little segment and learn a little bit about some of the people that you've interviewed, because you have a lot of interesting stories that we can't necessarily fit onto our show, the TV or the radio version, but we'd like to talk about, you know, some of your favorite interviews, because you've interviewed some famous musicians.
Yeah, that was a fun part of my career. The Times Leader was owned by Knight Ridder for a couple of years, which was a national newspaper chain. And so if I could get an interview with somebody of that status, then that interview would not only run in the Times Leader, but it would run in hundreds of newspapers across the country. So that helped me get the interviews, you know, because I could tell that to the publicist. And so, you know, yeah, we're getting like Billy Joel on the phone, and Eddie Van Halen, and David Bowie, and Don Henley, and Steven Tyler, and you know, it was really a lot of fun.
Now, were you nervous during those interviews? Because I know in the beginning of a career, people do get nervous, but I think over time you become relaxed, and whether you're interviewing a local artist or a famous artist, you just know music.
You know, I wasn't nervous. Maybe it's because I played in a band when I was in college, and I understood what it was like to write and record music. And I interviewed John Bon Jovi when I was 17 years old for King's College.
He's such a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. I interviewed John 3 times. He's a good guy. I could tell you a story about him some other time too, where he actually did me a favor.
Oh, wow.
But you know, he's a good dude. You know, you asked me some of my favorites, Billy Joel, and I always, whenever anybody asks me that, I tell a Billy Joel story because it's really cool.
Okay,
I'm talking to him for about 15 minutes. We talked for about half hour. But in the middle of the interview, he actually says to me, "Hey, hang on a minute, hold on a minute." And he goes, "Can you hear that?" And he's holding up the phone. And I hear a piano being played softly off in, you know, the background somewhere. And I go, "Yeah." I go, "What's that?" He goes, "That's my daughter." And I said, "Oh yeah, is she playing?" He goes, "Yeah, she's getting her lesson." And I said, "She's getting her lesson?" And I said, I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, you know, the piano guy comes to the house, gives her." I go, "Billy," I said,
"You are the piano guy."
You are the piano guy. You know, I said, "You have a guy." And I said, "Billy, that's funny." And he started laughing, and I start laughing. And little Alexis, I guess she must have been about 10 years old at the time. This was in the late '90s. You know, I heard her getting her piano lesson. And you know, Billy basically said, "I want her classically trained. I'm not capable." And he didn't think he was good enough to give.
That's
his
crazy.
daughter,
I know you have a lot of stories, and you're going to join us each week here on SSPTV News to talk about that. But don't forget to tune in to Alan's radio show. And when is that?
That is Sunday nights at 9 o'clock on the river.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janine. And have you entered the Mother's Day contest at the Laurel Mall yet? Here's some of the details. You could win a $350 or $100 gift certificate. Drop off your mall sales receipts with a minimum purchase of $20 in the drop-off at Center Court. Include your name, address, phone number, and email. For an additional chance to win a $50 gift certificate, go to standardspeaker.com. The deadline to enter is Tuesday, May 8th. Coming up next on SSPTV News, we have another Adopt Me segment from the Hazelton Animal Shelter with some cute friends looking for forever homes. And later we have highlights and reaction from a Schuylkill League softball showdown between North Schuylkill and Tamaqua. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
Their very first performance was on Mother's Day in 1983, and now they're bringing back that very same performance 35 years later. I'm talking about the Nuremberg Community Players. Congratulations on 35 years of tremendous success in our community. I'm pleased to be joined today by Suzanne Kroll, who is the director for the theater, and also her husband George Kroll and her son Eric, who are both going to be starring in this 35th anniversary remake of the first show they ever did. Suzanne, this is monumental. This is really great. Not too many organizations have been around for 35 years, and you've been going strong each and every year.
Yes, we have, and we've really enjoyed it, and we get many people out in the community and beyond our community that come and participate, so we're getting a little bit more well-known now, and that's very helpful.
So 35 years ago, what happened?
Well, 35 years ago, a group of people got together to sing together, and after a while they decided that maybe they'd like to perform. So the leader of the group, he loved the music of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and it's interesting because at that time it had just come out. That show, that music. So they performed it on stage, a shorter version that was mostly choral with just a few scenes in it. And my husband was the lead. He played Joseph.
So now, advance, 35 years after many shows in between. And George, you're going to be back on stage again for this redo of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
At least I'll be introducing the show, yes. We sing one song and then it's over, yes.
You kind of passed the baton to your son.
Yes, absolutely. His voice is much better than mine. So.
And that's because he's been in a band for many years, and so a talented young man. So I guess, Eric, what's it been like? You've watched over the years as you saw your family doing all of this, and now you're going to be the star of the show.
Yeah, I think I was probably influenced quite a great deal from that show back when I was just a young lad. And it's always been in my blood a little bit. I've participated peripherally, done some music for them and things like that, but I have not been on stage for a musical really since the 6th grade. So switching from rock and roll to the theater style vocal performance is quite a bit different. It's much less taxing on the instrument, but a lot more technical. So there's a lot more thinking going on while it's going on.
So what's going through your mind when you see your son? Like, is it deja vu when you see him doing what you did back then?
Yes, we actually, Pastor Knott had came back for our grand opening. And it was, he asked me too, he asked me that same question. So aren't you a little concerned, or how does it make you feel to have your son taking over for you? I never thought about it. I thought, you know, it's probably just kind of rewarding. I don't really know that there's any feelings one way or the other. I'm glad to see that he's participating. I think that's very
Absolutely.
good.
Pride, I think, would be the biggest thing for the whole family. I think Mom is proud for everybody. So now our viewers need to know when they can come to this wonderful show.
The show is Mother's Day weekend, so it's exactly 35 years since the group started, and it's May 11 and 12. That's Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday the 13th at 3 p.m. at our theater in Nuremberg. The address is 283 Hazel Street in Nuremberg. Adult tickets are $15 and children 12 and under are $10, and we'd love to see you there. You can call this number, 1-877-718-7894 for tickets, and it's a toll-free number.
All right. reservations recommended, because with so many memories and reliving what happened 35 years ago, I'm sure they're going to be performing to sellout crowds. So please get your tickets early. Don't be disappointed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
And good luck. Break a leg, both of you. I hope the whole community will come out and support the Nuremberg Community Players for Mother's Day weekend. It's going to be a special treat for Mom, but it's going to be a special treat for the entire community.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
There's no double rainbow today. Don't run outside, take pictures, and put them all over Facebook. This is from yesterday in Tamaqua. Beautiful scene, though. A little bit nicer today as we take a look at our forecast. And we want to welcome back our weather sponsor, Valley High Food Drive-In in West Hazelton. Valley High will officially open for the season tomorrow. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Increasing clouds tonight. We will have a low of 51 degrees, wind gusts as high as 31 miles per hour. And then on Saturday, it's partly sunny with a high near 69 degrees. Saturday night, showers likely, a 60% chance of precipitation. We'll have a low of 50 degrees. Sunday, showers likely, cloudy with a high near 63. And then Sunday night, we have a 30% chance of showers before 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy, low of 43 degrees. Monday is sunny with a high near 60. At night, mostly clear, low of 41. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 65. And Tuesday night, mostly clear, low of 45 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. For daily hours, call 570-455-5362. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton, and like us on Facebook.
There's a surprise in Adopt Me. I can't wait to get there. But before we do, here's your midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 2, 7, 3, pick 3, 8, 6, 4, pick 4, 6, 5, 6, 1, pick 5, 2, 5, 7, 5, 8, and the wild number is 5. And now here's Adopt Me.
Hello again. Today we have some unique animals to feature for you. Not often do we have guinea pigs here at the Hazelton Animal Shelter, but right now we happen to have several, including these 3 little babies who are newborn and with their mother right now. Also, we'd like to point out that our dog Simba here from last week is finally neutered, tested for heartworm and Lyme disease, and came up negative for both. He is also currently microchipped, and of course we're still looking for a great home for him and somebody who has experience with puppies and longer-haired dogs. That's it for these guys. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Tortellini. Tortellini is the newest addition to our female colony and is a young adult spayed female current on all of her shots, including rabies and distemper. She is also spayed and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both. Tortellini here has also been microchipped. Tortellini here is very affectionate with people and loves to be petted, but she's a little bit nervous when it comes to the other cats. Although we think she could adjust to a household where there are cats there, we believe she would prefer to be the only cat in the house. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in adopting Tortellini, Simba, any of our brand new guinea pigs, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
I can't even describe to you how great the softball game between North Schuylkill and Tamaqua was on Thursday, but since it's my job, I'm going to have to at least try. With so much on the line as the Schuylkill League Division I title race comes down to the wire, this one lived up to the hype. Momentum in a softball game can shift as fast as the weather. One moment there's lightning and rain, and the next, sun and rainbows. Haley Bird set the tone early for North Schuylkill. The senior pitcher retired the first 17 batters she faced.
I just have to stay strong, and everyone out there kind of looks to me as like the leader, so I just have to stay strong for everybody else and keep rolling.
Bird did keep rolling. She only allowed 4 base runners and struck out 12. She also inspired her teammates. In the bottom of the 4th, this happened. Haley Guerrero ends the inning with this spectacular catch.
I just saw the ball coming towards me, and I knew I had to get it. Haley was working so hard on the mound, and I thought it'd only be fair to put in just as much work.
What's fair is fair, and Guerrero carried the momentum from this catch into the top of the 5th. can it really swing momentum?
Oh my gosh, yes. It really gets the team pumped and gets us going. He's got to feed off of something.
Did it get you pumped because you come up at the plate? I mean, was your adrenaline still rushing when you stepped up to the plate?
Oh yeah, honestly, it gave me so much more confidence.
Guerrero's double plated the first run of the game. It stayed 1-0 North Schuylkill until the bottom of the 6th when momentum started to shift to Tamaqua when Courtney Hoffman hit this triple to tie the game. With the Storm moving in the bottom of the 7th, Tamaqua was moving close to a win. They had a runner on and were looking for a walk-off hit, but Lady Spartan shortstop Skylar Osman refused to let this game slip away. Literally. With the ball heading for no man's land, she made this great catch while colliding with a teammate to send this game to extra innings.
Well, the ball was hit, and I was drifting back towards it, and I was like, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this. It goes in my glove, and then my left fielder, Violet, I feel her like run into me, and I'm just like, oh gosh. And I'm like trying to hold on with my other hand, and then I hit the ground, and like my head hits, but I still have the ball, and I saw them like calling out, and I was just laying there, and it was just...
Did you ever let go of the ball, even when the trainers came out?
No, I didn't. The ball was in my glove till I went into the dugout.
With momentum back with North Schuylkill, Osman came up to the plate in the top of the 8th. This 2-run blast put North Schuylkill up 3-1. It was also the last play before a lightning delay of 30 minutes. I'm not saying Osman's big hit caused the lightning, but I'm a sports reporter, not a meteorologist, so who knows?
Well, when I first went up to the plate, I was really trying to stay confident in myself because my first couple of bats weren't what I would hoped. But I figured this last at bat, I could make a turnaround for the game and help my pitcher out, Haley, and that's what I did. So.
Do you know what pitch you saw? I mean, do you know what happened? Can you just take me through it a little bit?
Well, the first pitch I saw was away, down and away, and I swung and missed. But then I brought myself in and got an inside pitch and turned on it and pushed it up the middle.
The rain didn't last long. The sun came out fast, and Bird ended the game pretty fast, getting Tamaqua in order in the bottom of the 8th. That's freshman Amaya Kessler, who just made that great play to secure the win. So here's a look at the Schuylkill League Division I standings. North Schuylkill's only loss is to Pine Grove, and those two teams will meet again on Monday. Tamaqua and North Schuylkill will play again tonight, this time in Fountain Springs. Thursday was good for North Schuylkill, but remember, momentum can change fast, just like the weather. The Lady Spartans are going to have to stay focused to win the division. Monoy area is closing in on a Schuylkill League Division III softball championship. Here's the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Lady Bears won a non-league game against Lincoln Leadership Academy, and in local baseball, Weatherly beat Monoy area in the Schuylkill League. Jordan Minzola and Malia Holtz scored for Hazelton in a loss in girls lacrosse to Wyoming area. The Rail Riders, they beat Pawtucket. In track and field, Tamaqua swept a meet from Minersville with McKenna Kane winning the hurdles events for the girls and Brad Clemson winning the 800 and 1600 for the boys. Corey McCormick, Sarah Wagner, and Emma Green won 2 events each for North Schuylkill as they beat Pottsville. The Pottsville boys did get the win. Scott Grigas won the 100 and 200 dashes for the Spartans. Let's end our week on a high note with Ron Marchetti and Short Shots.
And they're off. The Kentucky Derby is tomorrow, and they're on. These two, one half of the Fab Four, are on the 6A All-State team. Hi, everybody, on this first Friday in May. Josh Samick of Hazelton area was selected to the PA Sports Writers All-State 6A Boys Basketball team and the second team. And Jeff Planutis was also named to the All-State third team. They are 2 of the top 18 6A basketball players in the state of Pennsylvania. Now that is a big deal. In fact, that has never happened in the 26-year-old history of Hazelton Area High. Sal Biazzi made All-State third team as a junior in 2013 and first team as a senior in 2014. Chris Long made All-State second team in 1993, the Cougars' first year. And Hassan Abdullah made honorable mention. This year's team has no honorable mention. And there was a third area player who had an All-State season, and that is why he was chosen to the second All-State team in the Class 2A division out of Marion Catholic. Tyler Fritz, who was only a sophomore, scored 225 points in a stretch of 7 straight games and averaged 23 points a game in 23 games, and over 500 for the season. These two fellas here could easily have averaged 23 points a game if they did not sit out for at least a half of 16 games that they played in. And a side note to this year's All-State team, Roman Catholic, this year's 6A state champion, they had 4 All-Staters. 2 on the first team, a junior and a sophomore, 1 on the second team and 1 on the third team, and 3 of the 4 are back for next season. So are they favored to repeat? I would think so. Hazelton Area's baseball team is 6-8. The Lady Cougars are rolling at 14-1 in softball after creosoling Crestwood 19-0 and edging Nanticoke 1-0. Hazelton Area's track and field team, boys and girls, are playing like speeding locomotives, completely out of control. They're both 5-1. Kenny just covered yesterday. So I'm going to mention last weekend's NFL draft, which might sound like a parting shot. The number 1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, went to the Browns, who had the 1st and 4th picks. If the Browns were smart, they could have picked the Brown Bullet Barkley, and at number 4, a top quarterback would certainly still have been available. Maybe even Mayfield, who I think will be the biggest number 1 bust since Ryan Leaf. The first pick is always intriguing, and the first round is quite interesting. But after that, it's snack time. The NFL draft is about as exciting as watching a bird build a nest. Mother of God. It took all last Friday night to get through the first round. Now, if you want excitement, watch the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. I like good magic to win. Mark it down till Monday. Be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Happy birthday goes out to Ken Sugart, with lots of love from Lisa, Samantha, Kenny, Olivia, and Molly. The Irish Lads will be performing this Sunday at 4 p.m. at the Cinema and Draft House in West Hazelton. Tickets are limited and reservations are strongly suggested. To get tickets, you can call one of the 2 numbers on your screen. And one today's social report with the Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazelton having a blood drive on Tuesday, May 5th from 12 noon until 5 p.m. This event will be located at the hospital's Business and Education Center on the 1st floor. For more information, you can call Lisa Marie Halecki at the number on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Virginia Bumbolsky of McAdoo. Mass is Monday at 11 a.m. at St. Helena Church in Bluebell. Friends may call Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. The William R. Mary Funeral Home is in charge of their arrangements. Robert J. Fazio of Wimauma, Florida. Mass is May 15th at 11 a.m. at Prince of Peace Catholic Church in Sun City Center, Florida. Friends may call May 14th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Sun City Center, Florida Funeral Home. Michael J. Kowalig of Hazelton. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland will announce their arrangements. And Caroline Lyons of Hazelton. Mass is Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Church of St. Joseph in Hazelton. Friends may call Tuesday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The Firo Funeral Home in Hazelton is assisting the family. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Susan Pleva of Monomoy City. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
I don't want to rush the weekend, but there will be an all-new episode of Out of Left Field on Monday, 8 p.m. It's the season finale. I'm excited. You should be too. But tonight is First Friday. Get out there in downtown Hazelton. Have some fun. Find all of the events at downtownhazelton.org. Download that Samsung Productions app over the weekend, too, and watch all of your favorite shows. See you next week. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.